What? That sounded weird. What was that? You blowing stuff up already?
Hand blasting.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. What are y'all here for? Why are we sitting here?
It's Taco Tuesday.
Taco Tuesday. Okay, I think that's why they're here. Anyway, we're here to talk about atomic powers, and I am S.J. Miller, NerdOfPrey on the forums and Twitter and all that stuff. Actually, I'm not NerdOfPrey on Twitter. Don't tweet that person. Tweet SJ_.
That's true. Yeah.
That's happened before. Embarrassing. Anyway, I'm the Associate Creative Director. This is Spord. Jesse
Hello.
Scott, Combat Systems Designer, guy who likes to make powers for you. We're here to show the stuff. I'm going to actually jump over there so we can tease a little bit there. Oh, what's all this? Doesn't that sound sweet?
I love the
I know.
audio.
It looks
Alex
great.
Steiner.
Mark Mackin did an amazing job on the way it looks. And Alex Keller, the sound designer, did amazing. It's like synergy between the two of them. But
Yeah.
it's really sweet. So, as you guys know, it's a tank set, right?
It is a tank set. Yes.
Probably DPS too, right?
Yeah, it does that.
Okay, it does a little bit of
Yes.
that. That's a little important sometimes.
Yes.
Okay. So the power set, I'm going to get right to it. In case you haven't noticed the shirt, the power set is definitely inspired by Firestorm, who is a pretty sweet character. So we're really excited to take some of him and get him in the game. And so he's actually, let's look at some Firestorm. I'm going to go right over to the lovely B-roll
Yes.
here. Yeah, there's the guy. There's our hero. Firestorm, see if I can show you some other cool pictures. It's like, oh, see, even in the comics, they sometimes fight each other.
They do. There's
But
always a reason.
Let's check out a couple more. This one, I like this one. I like the sunspot stuff there.
Yeah.
And one more. Oh, yeah. The dots. That's really what influenced a lot, I think, in the effects of the power set.
Oh, yeah.
And here's our bad dude, Neutron, which
Neutron.
you'll see. There's something in this picture that you're going to see in the game that's actually pretty darn sweet. It's something we've never done before. And my favorite Neutron thing is, there he is in a more recent, I think that was Infinite Crisis when this took place. Yeah, so he was part of the Fearsome Five. He's been a part of the Secret Society. And I love this. He's back. Neutron, the man with the nuclear punch.
The nuclear punch.
That is so comic book. Anyway, I love it. So, let's look at it some more. All right, so you're gonna talk about how did Firestorm influence any of the gameplay at all?
He did, but like on a high level, right?
Just
if you
matter.
Yeah, if you hit up like what are his things that he does? It's like, flight. He's got energy beams. He does atomic manipulation with down to the subatomic level. Just parts of all that,
Yeah.
and then what makes that cool? What's cool about that kind of science?
Yeah, I kind of love the geek out ones, like with Quantum, where we have like Alcubierre wave and all sorts of. So we got to have a little fun with that again and get a little nerdy, get some nerd points there. Actually, got a fist bump from one of the gameplay engineers about how nerdy we get with some of this stuff.
Yes.
So.
Oh.
Yeah, and obviously there's something related to Neutron, but I'm not going to spoil it. I'll let you have fun there with that.
Yes.
So where are we at in game? Where are we at?
I'm spawning guys right in front of Mepps.
In front of Science Spire, am I right?
Yeah, actually,
yeah,
we're standing in front of Science Spire.
Because science.
That's right.
All right, so he's going to go through... which tree are you going to go through first?
The radioactive tree.
Radioactive.
I'll show you the tree in a second.
Nice. Did you listen to that song while you were designing that tree?
Which
the radioactive song?
Well, I think.
Okay.
Well,
you can say no. It's all right.
No, I think of the Imagine Dragons song.
Yes.
Okay.
I was like, I don't remember who it is. That song on the radio that never stops. That one.
I actually did once or twice hear that, but there's another song from, I think, the Scarface soundtrack that came into play in some of the text. But
that sounds exciting. I did not notice that when I was checking out the text there.
Yeah.
So explain to us, how does this play tank-wise? What's different?
Okay. Well, we gotta go into the trees.
Actually, let me just interrupt real quick.
Yep.
Okay. Hi.
For everyone in chat who's watching who has questions, save them for the end or shout them out, and I'll get them and write them down, and we'll ask them at the end after Spord and NerdOfPrey have gone through kind of each power in the power set individually.
Yeah. We will likely answer some of those questions before you can even ask them.
So
exactly.
Like, here's the two trees, radioactive and nuclear. So these are the ones I have currently.
Nuclear.
So the main thing to keep in mind is that when you're a tank, you have two main points of mitigation, right? You have when you cast a superpower, something happens, and then the actual bonus that you get from doing a power, and then the actual power thing. So the main thing is any superpower you cast, what does it do, right? Let's scroll down here into the bottom of the tank.
So many words.
Yeah, so you'll see something here called Quark Glue on Aura. We'll get to that in a minute. But the key thing is when it is up, right?
Right.
And you're in tank stance, every attack you do will heal you back for 2% of your max health.
So it's percent-based.
It is a percent-based healing. That sounds like a lower amount, but this is the secondary thing, right? Because there's the main point, though. And that is within the actual abilities. We showed them Atom Splitter, the text.
Yep, Atom Splitter.
So they might have seen a little bit of the atomic combo part, but they didn't see the power interaction and the tank roll part.
Right. Yeah, we didn't spoil it all. Just
Right.
most of it.
So when you use some of the powers, they give you a nuclear pressure stack, and that's the whole point of the mechanic behind this thing is you're stacking up pressure of nuclear energy, nuclear pressure, and then how are you going to use that? There's two ways to use that. You can of course use DPS or whatever, but in two different ways. But the whole idea is that you're going to get these molecular charges if you're doing atomic combos.
Nice.
And that helps regulate the pressure to keep you from just.
I love that you literally are like the nuclear man.
Yes. Yeah,
awesome.
that was where the idea came from, right? Checking out the stuff about the way Firestorm does his abilities and stuff, and then it's what are you going to do? How you build that up, and then you're going to either explode or
he's gonna blow everybody.
So when you're doing the atomic combos though, and you get the molecular charges from doing the combos, they will heal you back for 40% of your max dominance.
Like that number better.
Yeah, that's a lot bigger than the 2%, right? But that's just the added bonus because this is only whenever you do the combos, right?
Yeah, it's pretty sweet. So it's like a combo tank power then.
Yes, it's a
telling
very
us?
active tank power.
Yeah. So you can't just sit back and turtle.
Right, which that's totally fine, right? We in fact we have tanks that are built for that
that's
specifically, like fire. That's its thing. You get a huge health bar, then you milk the crap out of that health, right? You're just I have more health than everyone, or whatever.
That's a nice euphemism.
Well,
anyway, I get what you're saying. This is
Spittle's not. This is I have to bring up milk somewhere.
Okay, there he's here in the spirit.
Yeah. So with this, the whole idea is actively getting back your health through doing abilities. Now, what does that mean? That means I'm going to use these different combo abilities. There's two here, and then there's some in the other tree. But
that other one, we'll get to it.
Yeah, you're gonna use the tray ability, okay, and that gives you a nuclear pressure stack. When you get 3 of those stacks and 6 molecular charges, which molecular charges come from tank rolls or from atomic combos, right? Okay. And in tank roll, of course, that's where you get your health. So tray ability, combo, right? Those 2 combos. Big health chunks when you're tanking.
Nice.
Right.
So you have more control.
Yeah.
It feels like.
Yeah. But you're thinking, okay, wait. I saw up here it said vulnerable, right?
Dun dun dun.
Now there's 2 different ones, of course. There's vulnerable to interrupt.
Right.
And then there's vulnerable to block.
Of course.
So you have to use, the current one for the situation. Even if you're up close, you're not going to want to do vulnerable to block if the guy's blocking, right? So you can throw in whichever one you want, and you'll be able to do that. But you're thinking, but wait, tanks, they should probably be blocking so that they don't take damage and stuff. Mm-hmm. Well, that's where the when you use the superpower, you get defense equal to 90% of your dom, right? So
yeah, very nice.
So it just increases by 90%, I should say. Right. The idea there is basically the same as ice. If you're blocking, mm-hmm. you mitigate 75% damage.
Yep.
If you use a superpower, you mitigate 75% damage.
Mm-hmm.
So it's no better to block than it is to
just keep
doing something.
Keep going.
And the best way to keep doing something is to do atomic combos because you're going to get health back when you're doing it.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
But there are situations where all those things are going to be bad for whatever reason, right? You're like, oh gosh, I'm either going to get countered if I do something, or...
But one of them will be good, right? You said all the things would be bad.
Well, in case there's like multiple
individual
dudes,
things
right?
will be
Yeah.
so it's very situational.
Yeah,
You
but
make choices.
and just in case there's a
Just in
shield,
case. I like it.
right?
I like it a lot.
There's a shield, and we'll get to that in a minute. But in the other tree, but so it has a lot of the same options of keeping yourself alive, right? But they work completely differently than anything else. And then just in case there's fallbacks, there's a shield. There's some healing, right, that you can do that's literally like not active. It's the more of a passive. Like I'm gonna put a heal on myself over time, and if I have molecular charges in this case, it goes faster.
Yeah, you did a very nice job on your nuclear pressure stacks and molecular charges and stuff. You know, a lot of times I'll come in at the end and I'll try to spice it up, and I'm like, there's no spice. It's already spiced. I don't have to add anything.
I had too much spice.
We removed some of the
people
spice.
Were confused.
Because it was atomically hot.
This section here with all this text, I had so much text in here that I ran out of space.
Yeah, we discovered the character limit.
There's a limit
of the UI.
So I had to redo some stuff anyway.
Yeah, so we simplified it a little bit.
Yeah, just text-wise. For
the non-scientists out there, can you show us how these work in action?
I don't know, man. I don't know. Sure. All right.
But this is DC. Everybody's a scientist and a supermodel, right?
So
and both.
This power here was beta search, which we were just looking at. So you do tray power, but then
what's that? What does that mean on top of the head there?
Okay,
I know
that's a good question.
Means, but I want him to tell you
that's
guys.
That's a good question. So tray ability, right? You see that atomic symbol? That is whenever you're getting a nuclear pressure stack.
That's awesome.
That's when that's getting applied.
That is so great. That is one of the coolest looking like notifiers.
Yeah, you're like, I know exactly what's going on. And then these combos, they don't use power. So that's something to keep in mind too, in case I forget to mention that later.
Okay.
So and those are just taps, just tap combos. So the idea was quark gluon aura. What was that? I have to have that active to do the thing, right? And it said there that if I have to have 6 stacks of molecular, or I have to have 6 molecular charges, I have to have 3 stacks of nuclear pressure. That sounds like a really long time.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
is it?
Well, in DC standards it is, because you would be doing all these, right, and then and you'd still be comboing. Oh, there it is.
Bam. That is your quark gluon aura.
Yes, and this is actually in the aura slot, by the way. If you have an aura on, which I think I have one in my styles tab, I'll turn it on. It will override that for while you have it on.
So you know that you're using it. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's clearly a messaging thing.
Yeah.
I have this on. That means I get the bonuses from it. Either I'm going to get healing or I'm going to get extra damage.
Yeah. So when he says slot, he doesn't mean like on your paper doll UI or anything. He just means like if you're wearing like the smoke aura and you combo into the quark gluon aura, it will just override it.
Yeah.
So you can see it immediately.
But then your aura will come right back.
Yeah, but it'll come right back. If it's not active state, then you see your own thing.
But you saw how long that took to get the quark gluon aura on, right?
Yeah. Took a while. Sure.
Let's see. I'll show you some different abilities here. Okay. Nope. I'm going to do it either. I will add atom powered assault, beta surge, neutron bomb. So, a couple of these abilities, we'll show it in the tree here, so people can read it.
Cool. Words are important.
Yes. So this power interaction part here, it activates your quark gluon aura if you have at least 1 nuclear pressure stack and 2 molecular charges when you use this, right? So the idea would be use your tray ability, use your atomic combo, but clip it with this, right? And then
take notes, everyone.
You don't have to clip it with this, but and then you get your aura on early. Now, this is one of those places where I had too much spice. And so I just spelled it out directly, like exactly what's going on in the power interaction section. So it's a little big, but it had a little too much spice in it. All right, here we go. So use this, use that, right? Oops, early. See what happens.
Ooh, now you got hands.
I do. This is what atom powered assault looks like.
That's just what.
Normally, right?
Yeah.
And it's a proc style weapon buff where any of your attacks you do afterwards are going to give you like an extra might tick, right? Like
nice.
You're gonna take some damage.
Speaking of might.
Oh yeah, that's true. Boom. So there's the shortcut, right?
Nice. Straight.
Tray combo.
Go for it.
Yeah. It's got this. Like you were lit up, you were powerful now, right? So all these combos now, while this is going, are also going to do more damage. We'll get to damage in a minute. But they're also, more importantly, in tank role, going to be healing you based on your dominance.
Which is pretty sweet.
Yeah. Okay. You brought up might. So the other thing is something different with atomic. The atomic combos are might-based combos.
Did you hear that?
So
Might-based combos.
what that also means, you don't have to worry about, okay, it's going to spike big at the end or anything like that, or anything like that. We'll get to that when we get to damage, but yeah. So it's might all across the board.
That is so cool. I don't think we've ever done that
We've
before, right?
No.
Not quite like straight across the board.
Yeah, not for all of the whole mechanical AM and
yeah.
I say advanced mechanics. Advanced mechanics are they're going across both roles now. So that's with the new update, like Celestial
I was gonna say,
got
that's
its
the
thing.
future.
So yeah.
Or the present and future.
So, do we want to talk about individual stuff here? I can show like individual things.
Spawn some guys and go through each power individually.
Okay. Also, the power interaction, we reused days for this, so that you could have some interactions with some of the other power sets.
Cool. Synergy.
Yeah.
I like when we do that. It's nice to work as a team.
Yes.
You're not by yourself going, well, I've got all this great nuclear stuff, but...
Right. I'm also wearing tank gear, by the way, if anybody's wondering about damage or whatever.
Okay. Good to know.
Yeah. Okay, so this is Beta Surge.
I'm just going to go through the whole tree?
And then I cast Nuclear Bomb.
You're like, this is not what I said it is.
Do you want to stance back to tank stance?
I mean, I can. It doesn't. I have all the...
Do it. Or don't.
Yeah. I should just not make these guys that high. It'll make it easier. So anyway, this is Beta Surge, and it's atomic combos.
Looks good.
Neutron Bomb and its combos.
Ooh.
And then this is Radiation Shower.
That's probably not healthy.
Yeah, this is the one that you're gonna want to use if you're doing Weapon Mastery.
Oh, very nice.
Because it's gonna add the dazed as an AOE, right?
That's pretty sweet.
And this is Ionizing Eruption, which deals more damage to people that are dazed from range.
So there might be a certain order to to those abilities there.
Well, I want to use those one after the other. Yeah.
Did you do that on purpose?
Well, not on the tray necessarily. And then, of course, we saw Atom-Powered Assault.
Bring on the muscle.
So you can see if I don't kill him that fast.
I didn't see much. I saw a dude die very quickly.
You'll see that might tick there was from the Atom-Powered Assault.
Cool.
Procking. That... We changed the name. Unleash Antimatter. It's the breakout ability that will also heal you. That's in the
Gotta have that.
radioactive tree. Yeah. Gives you the plus 10% control resistance in tank.
With a positronic force.
Yes.
Nerds. NerdOfPrey will always endorse nerd powers.
Nerddom.
Nerddom.
So, I think I switched a couple abilities, so I need to make sure we show off everything. Oh, that's already on there. Yeah.
Got a nice little atomic symbol as the icon background.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty cool.
Yeah. I thought that one came out like really nice.
Yeah,
that and we got a few new icons too for a couple of the AoEs. So okay, so this is called Electron Flare. It's a PB AoE with a like damaging kind of aura thing that sticks on you.
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
I really like the audio on this one.
That's cool. I love everything's really sci-fi and almost like retro-futuristic.
Yeah.
I love it.
See if this guy can hit me a little bit. And then this is the Proton Remedy.
Proton Remedy.
The new words. It's a little heal over time. And that's the one. If you have molecular charges, see the ticks come in like they do now, which is like one. They'll come in double-sized, same rate but double-sized if you have molecular charges.
Oh, sweet.
So it'll speed up the healing. You still have the same cooldown, but you'll get all the healing like earlier if you have the molecular charges. So you can decide.
It just
kind of
dumps it earlier.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Yeah, the ticks are just larger.
But not as many.
But not as many.
Cool.
Great. And then we have irradiate, which is the first power on the tree.
Irradiate in the radiation tree.
Yes.
Radioactive.
Radioactive tree. And it just puts a 12-second dot, right? Single target.
It's a good start.
Yeah.
Starter.
Totally. Okay. We should get some more guys. Here's a supercharge. So this is radiation burn. It's going to be
Take out Neo up there.
Yeah. They do funny things when you spawn a bunch at once. There he goes.
I guess it's more of a trinity, but anyway. I
Yeah.
digress.
So you get
been a while.
you get the damage field
Awesome.
from radiation burn with a little bit of.
And then you took care of business.
Apparently that was all they could handle. I want to show that one again. See if you can see the way it kind of knocks them down.
Boom.
Like it like takes a while, right, to do the knockdown, but all the damage is happening right away. It's kind of like a flavor thing.
Flavor.
Okay, and this next one is Geiger Beam. Now this is your
Nice.
what we call the execute move, right?
There you like that.
Yeah. If they're below
Boom.
35% health, they're
the dirt.
going to take extra damage. But it's also kind of overloaded to do some of the AM stuff. But we'll get to
We'll get
that.
there.
Yeah.
Doing the tank thing right now.
Yeah. Just kind of, and also just showing off the things. Okay, so this next supercharge is called Energize. This puts you into the aura immediately and gives you a heal, right? You just like straight up,
Sweet.
you're in there. So that's another one of those where I was saying, oh no, things have gone wrong. I'm in the middle of tanking. I need my aura back, but I can't for whatever reason even do like the one combo and shortcut it with Atom Powered Assault or Neutrino Blast.
Button.
So yeah. So you're just like, oh, and you're healed and you have your aura and everything's cool again. And that's for everybody, that's a 25%er. It's this guy here, right? This was the text. Push it to the limit from the Scarface. Yeah.
I missed that.
Yeah.
I didn't catch it.
Don't worry about that. Okay.
I thought a strong bad though.
Yes, that too. This was Geiger Beam, by the way, that we were just showing. So Atom Powered Assault was a shortcut thing. It's like, okay, that's cool, but what if I wanted? I didn't want to use a proc damaging thing in my loadout as a tank to shortcut, right?
Right.
Just in case that's the case, right?
Wait, are you jumping to the other tree now?
I'm just jumping.
Oh crap, we're going off the rails here.
We're going off.
We're already in the other tree.
Then you can get Neutrino Blast, which is your breakout maneuver, but it also at the same time does the shortcut. So,
all right,
you can use it in two ways. Now it is still going to have like the normal, like 20-second cooldown that your group breakouts are. So it may not be the best thing to use in some situations.
right.
But that
situational again.
Yeah.
These things are situational.
You're
Make
just
the
gonna
choices,
have,
people.
You got two different ways to do it.
All right, so
I need to.
I'm starting to wonder if this set has a poll. Jeez, dude.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Oh, well, I better not have to worry then. I'm gonna take what you say to heart and not worry.
So that other tree we were looking at, I know we were talking about tank stuff early,
Right.
but that was kind of the DPS tree.
Okay.
There's always some
Sure.
stuff in
Little
both
bit
trees,
there.
right? But this is definitely more of the tank tree. It's still going to tell you the same kind of things over here that the other tree tells you, right? But so we'll go into. I'll just buy up a bunch of stuff here, and then.
Oh, I'm trying to read it. Oh.
Nope.
Oh,
Nope.
read. Oh,
Okay.
I didn't catch any of it.
Fracture.
Fracture. Fracture.
Yeah.
I like
we'll,
that name.
We'll show this one off because it's cool. We got a new animation. It Atomic and the Sciences, right? It's quantum, atomic. They're kind of like we're kind of like cousins here with the different things going on.
Where you going with that?
So they have things that can teleport.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. They.
But there's where the quantum move is like I go in a direction, has nothing to do with targets or anything like that.
You're just moving forward.
Right.
Through space.
So we got some new stuff that lets you teleport through space.
I love this power.
But it requires a target.
That is freaking.
So we got
sweet.
the like super punch.
So we have the technology to not only bend time and space, but to also do a spinning uppercut while doing it.
You have to do it with flair. That's the key. All right, so we'll make these dudes kind of.
You have to shout uppercut.
Uppercut. So we have quite a few dudes. You're asking about a pool, right? Well,
yeah.
We also have technology that allows us to take other people and squish them into just molecules for a minute, and move them across like this.
What? That's like Wonka vision.
That's right. Snozberries. So yeah, this is their AoE cone pool. Right?
So you just like grab them all and bring them in.
Just grab them all, bring them in.
Come to daddy. I mean, mommy. You're a lady character.
I am a lady character, named Atomic. It's very fitting.
Clever.
Also, okay. So that's the pool you're asking about, right?
Yeah.
I
was about to just flip the table and walk out if we didn't have a pool.
There's other things people need. People are probably like, wait. The way quantum works, I can go through some objects. The way that teleport punch thing is, I can go through some objects. Oh my god, does that mean I can pull people through objects? No. That would be OP compared to the other stuff.
That's true.
It will teleport dudes to you, but it has to have line of sight.
Okay.
Right? You have to have line of sight.
That makes sense on a pole.
Yeah.
You have to really focus to move those molecules.
Yeah, well, when it's you can be a little bit more powerful with it, right? And
right.
Whenever it's someone else or 8 other people, you can't. Yeah.
They're holding it in. They're like, no, don't pull me.
Yeah. So we'll throw it down. Here's another one of the atomic combos. Right. It's a thermochemical explosion. It's like the name changed on me.
It's like there's a theme, like explodey.
Yes.
Kind of thing going on there.
And these, so the ones we were shown from the other tree, they were both ranged atomic combos.
Right.
And so the combo was on tap range. This is melee, so it's on tap melee.
Nice. Makes sense on the tank side.
Yeah. Yeah, because
you're up in the fray.
Well, it's nice that it's in this tree because it comes right after the uppercut. So you teleport to them and then start doing AoEs, right? So
that is a very dramatic way to get to your target there.
Yeah. So you just you get up in there.
Boom.
All right. This was particle beam. This is a bit near the top of the tree. It's going to be your single target taunt, right?
Cool.
And it also
That's so epic. We're just going to run around like the Hall of Doom and the Watchtower doing that. I can't even stop doing it with my hand right here.
Yeah. This is another one of the ones that will do more damage to a dazed target. Fracture will do that as well.
Nice.
Let's see. So it's like if you're doing weapon mastery and stuff, the abilities you'll be using are going to be quite different than if you're doing the advanced mechanic tank or
very nice
DPS side. So I think I have a supercharge here. It's one of the cheaper, just like 25%. It's called Atomic Blast.
Of course it's called Atomic Blast.
Right?
How would we not?
Yeah. So you just, boom. You guys are dead. Or KO'd. They're KO'd.
Of course they are. They'll be better later.
Yeah.
They just need to lay down for a while.
This next ability is called Subatomic. Oh no, I lost it. What do we?
Nuclear.
Subatomic substitution. So yeah, this is the one where, like in Earth, where you're able to transfer some damage from someone else. This is that ability, but it also, if they're not in tank roll, it also
spice. You left some spice on this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You detaunt if they're not in tank role. You'll detaunt anybody that's on them.
Oh,
Plus,
cool.
it puts a shield on them, like a partial shield, right? And
Oh,
then
that's
and then
pretty
other
sweet.
parts of the damage that's past the shield, some of that gets transferred to you.
I like that we take that in consideration. If the group member is not in tank role because you
It's very
don't want to
specific,
over
yes.
your tank.
Yeah, yeah. In the past, there had been an ice bug that was doing that with something, and
Man.
so now it's just
Infighting among
Yeah.
leagues, it was just
also
not
put it
pretty.
in the text too, so that it's like very clear.
Cool.
What it's doing.
Yeah.
So, let
I
me-
like to be clear. Clarity is key.
Let me switch some of the things here. So you see, here's one of the it's one of the new icons we
Wow.
got. Here's another new one.
Who'd have thunk we'd needed a mushroom cloud
Yeah.
icon for Atomic? I don't know. Such a surprise.
Okay, so I'm going to do this in backwards order here. Density is the name of the shield, right?
Yeah.
And the idea is that you're just making yourself more dense, and you're actually changing the composition of your body.
You're
and
transmogrifying.
basically everything you're touching too. It's your weapon and everything. You change into metal,
Cool. That is
and
sweet.
then that prevents damage for a short time. So that's
Boom.
right.
Molecular change.
Yeah.
That is pretty awesome.
And then so that's the shield we were pointing out earlier. Whoa! I just got an invite.
Do you want to join a group? Aw.
What up,
Got my
Mepps?
group.
Hello. So okay, so that was density. So that's for me.
Inspect him first. I don't
Right.
know. You should, yeah.
Actually, he's higher CR than we are. So as a supercharge, we just looked at density, right? As a supercharge, we have mass density, which does the exact same thing, right? It's like
But
it changes
in
everybody in metal.
mass.
If you're in tank roll, you get plus 10% control resistance.
It's pretty awesome.
And mass density,
So what does it do?
hits the group.
Yeah. They.
right? He gets to keep his little coat on, but the rest of them.
Nope, that's not supposed to happen. Here.
Man, that's like a superpowered trench coat.
Yeah.
No, that's a thing.
Yeah.
Hey, the bottom of it
That's actually
changed.
a bug there. But
Hey, we found a bug. Let me write that down.
yeah.
Embarrassing
Trench
bug
coats.
on live stream.
But-
Got it.
There you go.
But you're made of metal.
I'm just gonna change.
Wow,
all
you
to
turned that
metal.
robot to metal. That's
Woo!
amazing. Science has come so far.
That's right. And so now we'd all be shielded for some amount of time. Not only that, because it's supercharge, and we like to spice it up, as you say. In tank roll, enemies that aren't in tank roll will be detaunted when they get the shield, so that the tanks in your group will then get the blunt of whatever's going on.
You're very clear on
Right.
this one.
Yes, and they get the 10% control resistance. So it's very good for the tanks to use. Okay, so neutrino blast. This is what we were talking about. It's the group breakout, but it's also a shortcut for getting your quark gluon ore on.
Cool.
And quark gluon ore is nerd-wise, by the way. Supposedly the perfect liquid or something like that, right? It's where density and temperature, if you collide enough of that type of just getting super dense and super heated, then it creates this liquid form
We're
thing. And
educating people.
That's where
We're
it
now
came
an
from.
educational.
There's probably
video
scientists
game.
out here that's like
That's not what that is.
and then I'm just like comic books.
It's a game.
Also games, but
on comics.
but that's where that name comes from. So
Well, I heartily approve.
yes, this is another one of those times where I'm like, which one is that icon? Nuclear burst. This is another one of the atomic combos. You can see you're getting the nuclear pressure stack.
Still
And then
love
boom,
that.
and that's where
effect of the pressure stack. It's
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
perfect.
And I shortcutted it with the neutrino blast.
Very nice. Right into your nerd aura,
Yep.
which looks pretty sweet.
Then this fourth one here is it's one of the Geigers. It's Geiger blast. Did I just push him away or did he disappear?
What the?
He disappeared. Okay.
He's moving to a safe area.
Yeah,
he's gonna get behind a
he's
bunker.
scared.
He's gonna get in a fridge because we all know that will protect you from a nuclear blast.
I've seen it. I've seen it happen.
Or maybe it only protects Harrison Ford from a nuclear.
Either way. So that's Geiger blast. We'll get into that a little bit more whenever we talk about advanced mechanic for DPS. And I think people have already seen this one a bit from the tweets. This is Atom Splitter. So it is an. Let's make these guys a little tougher.
Atom Splitter is also the image we leaked out.
Yeah, it's an AOE pool, right? But
awesome.
the pool is also like like atomic reorganization, where it's
pulling them straight to you.
It's actually
it's not crossing the distance. It's moving their molecules right in your face.
You getting loot? What are you doing, Mepps? I'm kneading on it. I'm kneading on it.
He's grinding over there.
I'm just standing over here.
Oh, maybe that was me killing these dudes.
I think so.
I thought you were doing something. So,
I was just looking for exobits.
the first tap. So the first atom fragment. What is it called? Yeah, fragmentation. The first one of those is also a pull. So you do AOE pull, and then just in case.
Oh,
not it. What it does is it doesn't pull anybody else that's already within 5. In case they're already pulled in.
You're not just like shuffling them closer.
Right.
But
And then you might see within that extra distance between 5 and there that it might pull someone else.
That is cool. It's like a combo pull.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah. But that's the one where you need to make sure you're paying attention, because the combos are vulnerable to block.
Right. And the fragmentation costs no power, right?
Correct.
So it's like you can like scooch the rest in.
Yeah.
But you don't have to recast the power. So you don't.
Right. And then the last one there does a knockdown, right? When you kind of shove your hands out. Yeah, that's dense.
You're like, come here, get back.
Dude, what else do I have in here? Do we hit all these? I think we hit all these.
And that's the nuclear man, or woman.
Yeah. So let me make like a real kind of loadout.
All right. It's about to get real up in here.
Oh, I need to reset.
What are you going to do with those real loadouts?
Mepps and I are going to jump into a duo.
Sweet.
Just to kind of like show it in action, you know.
Are we ready for that?
Almost.
Through all the trees.
We went through the trees. I need to like actually buy something that I can play.
Did you want to talk a little bit about the DPS stuff first, or while y'all are going through it?
I should talk about it while I'm not playing, because that'll be hard.
Talking and playing is a tricky thing.
That will be hard. Okay, so, well, it will require me to buy this stuff anyway, so that'll work. All right. So we were talking, and I saw on the forums and everything, people are like, "Oh, please let it be a combo." You know. Advanced mechanic, and of course right after that the post is no, I don't want
combo.
a combo. So let's talk about how it's a combo advanced mechanic right now, and these use the same abilities we were just talking about, right? You're not going to get the healing that you get in tank roll, but your damage is going to get boosted, which would also happen in tank roll, as long as your core glow on aura is on. Let's see. Grab that.
So you definitely can DPS combo style.
Yeah. That is true.
Should you choose to go for the combo? What is that?
That was me.
Okay. I looked at you and I didn't see you doing anything.
That was me thinking. I'm like,
so it was your brain.
Yeah.
Little bubbles.
Just ticks.
Grease that hamster wheel.
Here we go. So, we could probably make these guys a little tougher.
Alright, show me the deeps. Show us all the deeps.
So, you'd be doing your combos, right? And it's just normal until your aura's on, and then even the tray abilities, just you start doing this like sustained damage. It's in a way it's like the way fire and ice and munitions do sustained damage while they're channeling. Right. It's just like I'm doing damage. It's kind of like that, but with a combo power set, because it's not, you don't have these spikes where where you do might and then precision.
Right,
might
'cause
and then
it's might
precision,
all the
right?
way.
So it's might all the way. So it's even the trait abilities. Once you have that aura on, which you have that time set up where you either do the one combo and shortcut or you just do the combos, which the combos help to reset the aura so that it can stay on if you just keep doing
So
that's
essentially,
why
you want to keep it up.
yeah, but you don't have to shortcut it every time.
Right.
Right.
You can just go through your combos and
Right.
end on it.
Right. So, so yeah, you just kind of have this like sustained damage because those molecular charges are keeping the nuclear pressure in check, right? And you just keep the straight damage going.
I dig it.
That is the idea. And then these two AoE, like Atom Splitter and Thermochemical Explosion are your short to mid,
Right.
right? Damage, and then Beta Surge, Nuclear Burst, and what's the? I always forget the Neutron Bomb. Those are your three ranged ones. So that's another thing, right? People are like, oh, we want to have ranged options and stuff. Well, this one you got the melee options and you got the ranged options, and you probably want to use them in conjunction because once you start doing the combos, you have the
Right.
two different vulnerabilities, but you get to choose which one you're doing.
Yeah, you're like, I got a feeling I should go this route.
Also, once your aura is on, when you use those and it's vulnerable, then it also counters. So if you see someone blocking, you're like, oh, I'll use Neutron Bomb while my aura is on, and then it'll counter them. Vice versa, right?
Cool. Options.
Yes. So, okay. So this is where it gets crazy. So then there's that. There's the combo version, right? You get the sustained damage and everything. And then it's like, oh, what about those people that said, but I don't want it to be a combo set because I just don't like them or I can't hit the
Speaking
combos
of
or whatever.
options,
Then there's another option because, as I told you, I either hate myself and love everyone else or I like creating work or something. I just like awesome. That's the way I like to explain it. So, remember those Geiger abilities? They had that little overload type thing.
Yep, two of them, Geiger and Geiger.
So, under the power interaction section, when these are used, they will remove all the nuclear pressure stacks, all the molecular charges, and your Quark Gluon aura, because all that stuff deals with combos, right?
Okay.
So, if you use 3 of those in a row, though, the tray abilities, right, straight off the tray,
Right.
you get the nuclear pressure stack, nuclear pressure stack, nuclear pressure stack, Geiger ability. Boom, you get that spike of damage, right?
Nice.
So you get the MMO style AM that a lot of people like to use. That your fire, your ice, those types of things.
The tick, 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 boom.
Well, not fire and ice. Those were the your gadgets and your mental and your
Right.
quantums.
That makes
right.
That makes more sense.
I was like, well, fire
That's
and
the
ice.
kind of sense that it makes.
Yes. So you can play it either way, as far as the damage goes. Now, as far as the tank goes, you have to use the atomic combos, but you're getting double the benefit out of using the combos anyway because you're getting the healing and the damage, right?
Yep.
You get the sustained damage boost, but you also, more importantly, get the healing. So that's Geiger Beam is the one in this tree, which is your mid to ranged option for that, and then over here, Geiger Blast, which is your short to mid option.
Pretty sweet that you can pick how you want to roll
You can
with
pick
this.
that. You can
Yep.
do what you want. Okay. So we talked about that. You want to play some Mepps?
LFG.
Excuse me. Then we can maybe answer some questions. I need a little bit of. Oh, I'm
There
shrinking.
goes your chair.
I'm shrinking.
Wrong character. Not Firestorm.
What?
Nothing. Forget it.
What happened? I was taking a drink. All right. Where are we going, Mepps?
Going to the Flash duo,
Okay.
and we'll just fight a little bit so people don't see it in action. And guys, if you have questions, drop them in chat, and we will try to answer them as we go.
Oh.
NerdOfPrey will be watching for some of them.
I'm watching.
Oh, whoops. Let me switch some things around here.
One question we did get that I'm not sure we quite touched on was how does Atomic factor into the whole mid-range update?
Yeah, so I was trying. I guess I said it really quickly. The mid-range stuff is built directly into the way some of the abilities worked anyway, right? So Thermal Explosion, Atom Splitter, they're the short to mid, right? So that's where your mid can come from. But if you're doing the ranged options like the beta surges, the neutron bombs, whatnot, they're your mid to long range. So it's just built right into those combos.
Yeah, they're there
to adjust depending on where you're at.
Cool.
I feel like I should uppercut some dudes. Yeah. There we go. Now this isn't a tank loadout to help keep you alive. Is that okay?
Yes, I like staying alive.
Do you want to live? Come with him
Yep.
if you want to live.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. This one isn't that.
Oh, it's not that?
I'm going to taunt them because I'm going to do stuff.
Okay.
But this isn't the. I'm going to put stuff on you.
I'm going to try just to keep you alive then
That's fine.
and let you do the pulls.
This is
Atomic questions, folks.
Oh yeah. I know. I said stuff like, oh, so you don't have to block, because you're gonna want to do combos and whatnot. If you see something that you should block, mechanics-wise, because somebody's gonna get countered if you do, you should still do that.
Nobody's saying you
Sure.
can't block.
And
Actually, a lot of people have joined since then. Do you want to?
oh, okay.
Do you want to just go through kind of just as you're doing it, how that combo not blocking thing works?
Yeah, so it's basically, and I'm not saying don't block, right? I'm just saying ever. I'm not saying don't block ever. I'm saying when I use a superpower, it can spike me up to 75% mitigation, like when you use an ice ability or whatnot.
Relic will be out.
But you're not going to have
Your
all the
interference
shields
will
they
not
have, right?
be
You have
done.
one shield that you can use. But what you're going to want to do.
Is the game a little loud? Can everybody still hear?
It is a little loud, actually. That's a good point. That's going to turn Mepps down
I
too,
know.
I think.
I'll just tick a little teeny bit.
So, whenever I'm using the atomic combos, you'll see the health that I'm getting back. You'll see the bigger spikes there are the molecular charges getting activated, and the others are the percentage health just from doing a regular attack.
Are both sides pure might? Is
Yes.
the question. There's your answer.
Yeah.
Yes, this is
There's no
definitely
precision in here unless you use a weapon
Right.
and do some weapon mastery. Hope.
Can one play at all three ranges?
Hello?
Hi.
I'm back.
What happened?
I don't know.
You had to go
I'm
get
back.
a sandwich.
Yeah, I was very hungry.
Can one play at all three ranges? Yes. I don't.
I think it's the mid question again, but wrapped up in a different package.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
So depending on your loadout, you're gonna want to change that up depending on where you figure you're gonna probably
Yeah.
be. Because at range, you're not gonna be able to use these two main abilities that I'm
Yeah.
using, right?
So you might want to have an armory set up for
Yeah.
where you might want to be, so you can switch if you want to.
Right. Yeah.
Restoration-based tank? Question mark.
No.
Nope.
The healing is based on the main part. Whenever you're doing atomic combos,
Right.
is based on your dominance. It is 40% of your max dominance. Whatever your max is at that current time when you use it, it's 40% of that, and you get that back as healing. And then also any attack that you do, not just an atomic combo, you're gonna get 2% of your max health back.
That's cool. So how long does
So,
what?
sorry, go ahead.
How long does the aura stay up if you don't keep sustaining it?
Okay, so it's gonna stay about 12 seconds.
Cool.
Right, but if you keep doing combos, or even if you do the combo thing to and then shortcut it again, it's just gonna restart.
Welcome to the Speed Force. Exhibit, that is. The Speed
Hi, Flash.
Oh, Flash.
Say that 10 times fast. It's a vast place, almost beyond comprehension. A place where even I can get lost.
Nice pull.
Did I pull him away from you?
Yeah, he just blinks. That's so awesome.
Oops. Not hitting this dude.
No, it's good.
No, I was aiming at a wall. I wasn't even hitting that guy right there. What's up, bro? What are you doing?
But yeah, it's dominance that you care about, and it's might that you care about.
Right.
Those are your stats.
That and your health, right? Actual health, not restoration, but because the 2% healing's off your max health.
Sure.
So this question might be a latecomer, but do you need to block when you're tanking?
You will need to block when it is strategically viable. So if somebody's lunging you or they just keep doing, staff attacks like that dude, then you're gonna want to. You don't always have to. You don't always have to use the melee ones, right? Like I'm using neutron bomb right here up close, and when my aura is on, it will counter their, it'll break their blocks. So.
Did you ever consider graviton charge?
I did, but we just did graviton charged with munitions as one of those things. So yeah, not that you can't have it on all the things, but
thought it was time for dazed.
I thought of another new one, but then no one else would be able to.
The anti-synergy.
Help. So yeah.
Power interaction. No, it's cooler when
you
can
have to get
synergize with your group mates.
Yeah.
Somebody thinks we missed a supercharge.
Did we?
Yeah.
We probably did. I wouldn't doubt it.
Punk pirate.
We saw radiation burn.
P1 rate.
We saw energize. We saw mass density and atomic blast. Yeah, we saw all of them. Which one do you want to see again? I can buy it.
Are we taking requests?
I
don't think we're taking requests. But yeah, one of them did not show well. Let us know. We can try it again. But I think we got them all.
Yeah.
Any other atomic questions? Last call.
These dudes right here. What are they doing?
Any kind of increased health pool?
No.
No,
this isn't fire. We're not trying to milk the one
fire 3.0.
The one big old chunk of
that's their
health,
thing.
right?
Right. This is actually healing.
This is you just want to actively heal yourself, right? It's up to you to try and just keep yourself alive. Obviously, you can't do it without a healer. Like you can go up to a raid boss and you can live for, I don't know, 10, 20 seconds. And then,
is that a promise?
No.
Okay.
No.
It depends on you, right? And it depends on you and him, or
it is not a promise.
Whatever it is.
Right. You could. It's possible.
Yeah.
That this could happen.
But so yeah, you're still gonna need healers and stuff.
That's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But.
What happened, Mepps? Where you at? What are you doing?
Oh, sorry. I was looking at chat.
Oh, that's cool.
So quiet.
I was like, maybe he's doing some sort of contemplating of a strategy.
How should we attack this next
Are we
room?
going to go through this room or not? Jump into.
Oh.
Let's learn about what to do in the case of an attack by the rogues. Be careful, kids. Fire can burn.
Chat is moving fast, or I read slow. Actually, it stopped. So.
Good stuff. If you guys do have more questions, we're going to put a thread up on the forums so that you can come and continue the discussion. As well as that thread will have replay of this live stream if you caught it late or you want to just see the goodies again. The bomb. Oh, I don't have my shield. Okay. So make sure you check us out there. Also, if you tweet us at DCUO and use the hashtag AskDCUO, we will go through those questions later this evening as well and kind of hit up anything we might have missed, any questions you have.
Yeah, like if there actually was some superpower somewhere that we missed.
I've been known to do that.
There are a lot of new ones here.
There's some stuff.
It's only a whole power set.
Oops. See, sometimes that happens too.
So,
I mess up, and then I'm like, oh man, I wish I had my aura, and then I'm like, oh, I can use Energize.
like, oh yeah,
Just go right
I
into
thought
it.
of this before. I outsmarted me.
I outsmarted myself.
Does Atomic work better with some power sets than others? I mean, anybody who can do Dazed would probably be nice.
I mean, you know,
But
that's only going to take effect if the person using Atomic is doing the Weapon Mastery.
yeah,
Really? Right? Because once you
makes
get into the Atomic combo-sized AM damage or whatever, it's going to, be greater than that. So
yeah. Somebody's asking about the AM rotation. Jesse or Spord, my friend, went through it. I do not remember.
you'd want to use Radiation Shower to do the setup, right? And then you'd want to use Ionizing Eruption to like take advantage of it. And then you can use, if you're close, you can use Electron Flare. If you're wanting single target, you can use Particle Beam. You can use the Fracture Teleport Punch, if anybody hasn't seen that. You can use that along with it as well. Yep. You see how your aura comes back whenever this one goes off, and then this one just takes over it whenever.
Oh, you're not macroing that?
Yeah,
Okay.
that's the way that works.
That's pretty cool.
Need that sign.
That is pretty ridiculously awesome base item. If I do say so myself.
I like this picture. Like
Like Captain Cold?
well,
or
yeah,
the
well,
ice?
Captain Cold, but also like the texture of the
that like
the ice.
mess with your mind kind of thing.
Anyway, yeah. So was there any other questions?
Shall we start wrapping this puppy up?
Yeah, it looks like there's a lot of people asking about a release date or a test date, and we're not going to give you either one of those today.
Yeah, I actually don't know any of that.
Sorry.
Yep, but obviously follow our official channels for when that announcement comes and when this will be playable on the test server, which is now, by the way, open to all players.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Yep, on a PC.
It is not there yet, though. So
It is
Yeah.
not
This
there
this
yet.
isn't there, but
No.
the server is
Yeah.
open to everyone
Right.
on PC.
right.
Right. Okay.
Soon.
Cool.
Not yet. But I guess that'll be
people
about
are-
it.
Shouting for DPS. I think we showed DPS.
Showed how it would work. Yeah.
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 But we didn't play through.
Yeah. I was tanking here. So
Well, do you want to do one more room and just switch to damage roll
I mean,
and just show them once?
I can.
The stream that never ends.
I just sort of kept the same loadout, so we'll just roll with that.
That's fine. We don't have to get fancy with it. Plus, this is my favorite room in the museum.
Welcome to the Flash.
entry.
This is the Flash.
Oh.
I hope you
I
learned
see.
a
Because
lot
if you
during
become
your
a member,
visit
you
to
can
the
get
center.
atomic access.
Oh, is that?
That's the
automatically.
whole reason you had us come into this room. It was a trick.
I see. It's a
you
trick,
know.
people.
In my blood.
It's a trap.
Okay, this room too has a couple of dudes.
Okay.
And we'll try not to die.
Showing a little bit of the deeps.
I love the warning sound when you're all juiced up.
Nope.
Again, you are wearing tank gear, so
I am wearing tank
Yeah.
gear, so yeah, it's not really gonna show it
But-
as well that way, but
See how it works.
yeah. Who's arrowing me right here?
I thought you were just like, who's Arrow? I'll be like, just Spord. I am so ashamed of you right
I
now.
don't. Yeah.
Who's Arrow?
well, he doesn't get out much after
Who's yeah? You're like
chained to
I'm.
his desk for
Chained to my desk for days.
Yeah, what you guys don't see
alright.
is he's chained to this
Oh,
chair.
there was one thing I should mention for the people that do want to do the combo based AM, right? Obviously, the best way to get damage there is to clip that second combo, right? So you tray combo clip into the next one of the atomic combos. So keep that in mind.
There's a little bit of showing the DPS there. Again, imagine bigger numbers because you're wearing DPS gear.
Yeah,
just use your imagination.
Yeah, I'm all tank. I'll tank spec right now with all Dom and stuff.
Yeah. Never mind. I'm not gonna go there.
Thank you.
But you're still doing well in the duo.
That's right.
I will point that out.
I am doing
very well.
Thanks.
You guys.
Yep. I'm just like a
All right.
glimmering-
There it is.
All right.
Like a bomb. Dropped it.
You got that
Again,
guy?
if you have questions, hit us up on our channels, and we'll.
Did-
I wanted to mention also,
Yeah.
if you're interested in episode 18, tune in Thursday, same time, same place, and we will have all that information for you. That's Thursday, 2 days from today.
Indeed.
So, yeah. And with that, I'll let you take us out. MJ.
All right. Thanks everybody for watching. Get on the forums. Get in the thread. Tell us what you thought. If you have any more questions, I'll make this guy. I'll chain him to the forums so he can answer your questions. All right. Later, guys.
Bye.